everyone, it's Tanya here with Memory Lane Keepsakes, and I want to thank you all so much for taking our time to join me. Today I will be sharing my final project shares with you all from Kokorosa Studio on the dies that I was able to select from their company. Now, as you guys know, I have been featuring a lot of different dies here on my channel. If you have missed my unboxing or any of the project shares that I have shared here, make sure you go back and definitely take a look at those videos. And I also will have them listed in the description box for you guys to take advantage of those different products that I have showed here on my channel, as well as a coupon code which is Memory25 to save 25% off of your purchase. No minimum purchase is required. Just have fun and shop. So I have used the last two dies from what I've selected from Kokorosa Studio, and like I've been having so much fun using these dies. I really like the products that's on Kokorosa Studio's website. Not only are they affordable, but you have a range to choose from. So the two dies that I'm going to be showing you guys today on my finished projects is this one right here, which is called Stationery Set. This one has 5 pieces in the set. And the next one that I have is this one right here, which is called Girls Back Sitting on Beach. And this one has 6 pieces on it. So I love this one right here. That was a lot of fun. And I've also used some of the different items from my stash as well. But before I get into that, I also want to say thank you to Kokorosa Studio for allowing me to create with them and collaborate. I've had so much fun. And I hope you guys definitely have fun shopping with them as well. And so here are some of the other products that I use from my current stash. I pulled out this paper pad, which is called Summer. So I pulled a strip from this, as well as one of the stamp sets that I use one of the sentiments from. So I use this one right here. And then I use my stitch rectangles to start my base off for my card creations. It's really good to start off with the foundation, so that way you have an idea of where you're going when you start a card creation. And then I wanted to pull out some of my Distress Oxide inks, and what I used this time was the Wild Honey, which is a really beautiful color. And then I also use these two right here. This one happens to be Antique Linen, really beautiful color. And then I also use this one here, which is Salty Ocean. So those are the 3 that I use this go round. And of course you're going to need some adhesive. Not saying you have to use the glue that I use, but whatever your favorite one may be. In this case I use this one here, which happens to be the Tumble Mono Liquid Glue. This is the clear one. And then of course I had to add a little bling to my project, so I pulled out my favorite diamond dots, which is shade 5011. And I did pull out some of my Spectrum Noir markers. So I did pull this one right here out, which happens to be Fuchsia, which is one of my favorite colors. And then I pulled out Maple and also my True Black. So I used those for my card creations, as well as my Sharpie. This is a pink metallic silver pen here, so I used this. And now on for my creations. So the 2 cards that I made, I did a lot of inking on this one right here. So the first card that I want to share with you all was using the Girls Back Sitting on Beach, and this is the card creations that I created. So what I did is I made a scene with the girl sitting on the beach. I started off with my base colors. I did the sand first, and what I did was I used that Antique Linen, and I wanted to definitely go in and have that real beautiful sand effect. And then I also did some inking with some oxides with using some water. That's how I was able to get the effect that you see in the sand there. And I went back and I used the Salty Ocean, and that's how I was able to get the look that you see there. I did different scraps of paper to get her hat, and I used different patterns there, and then a solid color. This is the back of her swimsuit, and she's looking out to the beach. And then for my towel here, I just cut a strip that I had left over from one of the paper pads or the sheets that I had already currently used. And there is some stitching around this card as well. You can see how I did the ocean here. What I did was I took 2 pieces of cardstock paper and I've placed them between to create that this border here, and I masked that off, and then that's how I added my inking to be able to get that effect. So I think it turned out really nice, and I added the diamond dot right here to the bow, and I really like the way that turned out. And you can easily add a sentiment to this card. I wasn't sure what to put on it. I decided to go ahead and leave it blank since I couldn't decide what sentiment. But you can make this a birthday card if you wanted to. You can do a thinking of you, miss you, a day at the beach, summertime, anything you want to put on it. But I thought the scene itself spoke volumes, and so I wanted to kind of leave it open for whoever this card may be going to. So I really like the way this card turned out, and I'm gonna have so much more fun playing with this die in later times, because this one right here was a lot of fun, and when I saw it I knew I wanted to work with it. In the inside I did leave the card blank, but I did stamp the back with my Inspired by Life created by hand, and so that's what this card right here turned out, and I'm really pleased with that one. And the next card that I have, this one would be great for a teacher. This one would be wonderful, especially for teacher appreciation, because we always want to celebrate our teachers. And so what I did is I used a paper print. I have a lot of these sheets that I bought from one of my local stores, and this right here has like pretty much everything that you pretty much do in school. So recess is in red, arithmetic, reading, writing. You have a lot of different things on here, which is really great. So would it been, you know, all the different words that's catered to education, that is just wonderful to make an awesome card. So I did use this paper sheet right here to create my card, and I love that. This is a scrapbook sheet, and I have many of these in my current stash right now, so I wanted to put it to great use. As you see, I still have quite a bit left to use. And so with that being said, this is the card that I created right here, and I really like the way this turned out. What I did was I took that die, and this die has a good amount of pieces in it. This is the stationery set that has 5 pieces. This page right here actually could be a notebook page, but what I did, instead of making a notebook page, I wanted to do something different with it. So I took it and I made it a notebook. And so I took it and I used my, and I forgot to pull that, but I did use some of my yarn. So I went through and I actually put this through the different holes here, and I like the way the effect and the look that it gave me. So I went with that, and then I also stamped the Teachers Like You rule. So Teachers Like You rule, which was really perfect for this booklet here. And then I inked up my ruler using the Wild Honey. For my pencils, I added some of the Silver Metallic, and then I also colored the eraser, and then I also added some of the maple here, and then I also did the True Black ink here. So the pencil is going to come out one solid color when you actually cut this out. So it's up to you on how you choose to finish it off, and that's how I did mine to make it actually look realistic. Then we have our apple here, and then I had to cut the apple twice. I cut it out in red and green. When I cut it out in green, I just cut the leaf off, and I just went ahead and just cut that off to add here, or you can choose to cut it in white and color this yourself. For my crayon, I pretty much kind of used the same color spectrum as I did for my notebook here, and I used that beautiful print, and I just went ahead and cut this out in 2 different times to give that same effect that it matched that. And that's the look I got, and I just pretty much laid it out the way that you see it. And so, and I added a diamond dot right here. So I'm really pleased with this card. Really nice and simple. And then the inside is blank. On the back again, my stamp is on there, and that's the finished look of it right there. So these are my 2 cards that I have created for Kokorosa Studio using their beautiful dies. This one right here again is Girls Back Sitting on Beach, and this one here is Stationery Set. Let me know in the comments which one you like the best, and also make sure you definitely check out the description box, because again, all of the products that I have talked about and discussed and shared with you guys for my finished project shares will be listed in the description box, along with that coupon code, which is Memory25, to save 25% off of your purchase. Thank you so much for taking our time to join me today. This is Tanya here with Memory Lane Keepsakes. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already done so, and check out my Instagram page, which is Memory Lane Keepsakes 2017. Blessings and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.